Hi, I'm Chris Douth from CRM Central. In this video we'll cover our new version of MaxToMYOB. As we know, MYOB is an easy to use yet powerful financial system. It's a great tool to manage the accounting functions for current clients, but it lacks the prospecting, sales and targeted marketing functionality of an effective CRM system. Maximizer is an award-winning CRM system that helps you find new prospects and convert them into clients. MaxToMYOB provides a seamless link between the two systems so you can get the best of both worlds. With MaxToMYOB, your sales staff have real-time access to live invoice and item transactions, so they can create an accurate profile of their customers and identify opportunities to upsell and cross-sell. The item sales analysis tool helps your marketing department identify customers that have purchased specific products in a specific time frame. They can then use Maximizer's powerful marketing campaign system to target specific clients and increase the effectiveness of their marketing activities. Your accounts department only has to enter client information once because MYOB cards and Maximizer records are linked. If a prospect is captured through Maximizer's web forms, they may never have to enter data at all. MaxToMYOB works with Account Right 19, Account Right 2014 and Account Right Live. Access is available through Maximizer's desktop and web access editions. Because Maximizer can exist on the web and so can MYOB data, you can get at your system from wherever you want and whenever you want. So let's have a look. I have MYOB Account Right 2014 open with the Clearwater sample database. And I have Maximizer's CRM12 desktop open with the Ascona tutorial sample database. Maximizer records are linked to MYOB cards through a unique identifier that's placed in a MYOB user-defined field. This allows us to view data in our MYOB system from the Maximizer interface. So I'm going to select a Maximizer record, Footloose Dance Studio, that I know exists in MYOB. And we have a MYOB link here. So I go ahead and click on our MaxToMYOB tool. I'm going to get a read-only view of the data in my MYOB database from Maximizer. So I can drill down into address information, item sales. This will show me all the items I've sold this particular client, the quantities and the price, the dates and the invoice number. By drilling down into invoice history, I can get a view of all the invoice details, and I can drill right down into the invoice if I want to see the details of what we've sold them on this particular invoice. So all this information is coming live from our accounting system. It is read-only, so we can't have salespeople messing with the data, but it does give them a detailed view of the transaction and the sales history for this particular client. So during our linking process, a few other fields in Maximizer have been updated. Some summary information like sales year to date and current balance have been brought over from our MYOB system into our Maximizer system. So let's have a look at how that happens. If I start the MaxToMYOB tool and go to my import screen, I can see that I've got a few options. One is to import customers, and this function will get records from my MYOB database that don't exist in Maximizer and add them into my Maximizer CRM system. We also have an option to import these balances and the sales year to date. For records that don't exist in Maximizer, there are a few options that we can select here. One is to stop and ask, just in case the record already exists and we want to link it. We can skip to do it later, or typically we're going to add all the records from our MYOB database that don't exist in Maximizer and just bring them straight over. So before I do this, let's have a look in our Maximizer database for a company called Island Way. And you can see they don't exist. So let's have a look in our MYOB database, and of course they do exist. So let's go ahead and run this import and see what happens. So first of all, we're going to go through and look at all the customers that don't exist. That'll be added into our system, and then all those balance and sales year-to-date information will be updated in our Maximizer system. Our import's finished, so let's go ahead and look in Maximizer to see if Island Way has been brought across. And of course it has. It's been brought into Maximizer, the link has been established, and the summary information has been brought into the Maximizer fields. From here, if we click on our MaxToMYOB tool, the link will allow us to drill into the MYOB card as we did with our previous example. The information that we bring into these Maximizer field can be useful in terms of analysing our clients and looking at things like sales years to date compared with other clients, and perhaps sales year to date compared with other years. So through my MYOB view here, and by running a search that lists all my Maximizer records with MYOB links, I can click on any of these column headers to sort by that particular field. So by clicking on sales year to date, I can see who my biggest customer is, and if I had the system going for a number of years, I could compare their sales year to date with previous years. And as we can see, also we've got balances, last sale dates and last sale amounts. So we've seen how a record can be brought from MYOB into Maximizer. Now let's have a look at how it can happen the other way. I'm going to go into MYOB and look for a company called CRM Central, and they don't exist. So let's go into Maximizer, find the company and start our MaxToMYOB tool. Because no link exists between this Maximizer record and the MYOB card, MaxToMYOB is going to look into our MYOB database to see if there might be another card in there that we want to link this particular record to. I'm happy that this record doesn't exist in MYOB, so I'm going to go ahead and add a customer. I can add some extra information here if it wasn't already in Maximizer. And if I click on Save, the record will be added to MYOB and the link established, so the next time I start MaxToMYOB with this record selected, I can go ahead and drill down and look at my sales information, etc. But let's make sure that the record has been created in MYOB, and there it is. So our salespeople are happy because they can get a profile of their clients' buying history. Our accounts people are happy because they don't have to re-enter data. But let's see how we can help our marketing people. I know from our experience that we would like to be able to find who purchased specific product or products in a time frame so that we can target them with a marketing campaign. So let's see how we can do this with MaxToMYOB. I start my tool and I go into search sold items. I have the option to search by description, or I can search by item number. Now because I want specific items, I'm going to select a number of different items that I want to search on because they all meet the same profile. I can filter by date if I want to, but in this case I just want to find anybody who's purchased any of these products at any time. So we're going to search through the MYOB transactions and list each transaction in our sale list window over here. Now because some of our clients may have purchased these items more than once, it's possible that the client will appear in this window more than once. So when the search is finished, I can have a look at all the transactions for these particular items. I can see who bought them, and as we pointed out, sometimes one client will buy these products on more than one occasion. So what we want to do with this list is to only see these particular clients once, and we want them in our address book window in Maximizer so we can use some of Maximizer's tools to communicate with them. So it's as easy as clicking on Refresh Maximizer to get these particular records into our address book window so we can go ahead and email them or SMS them or perhaps put them into a marketing campaign so we can target these specific clients for an upsell or a cross-sell or perhaps a replacement. So we can see now in Maximizer we have the 3 unique clients that came from our item sale list. So now our marketing people are happy that they only have to target a specific range of clients that meet the criteria that they're looking for. So far we've performed all these functions in our desktop system. By the way, if we have MYOBLive, all this works the same way. We just simply select, instead of a local database, we simply select our database in the cloud, and all the functions work exactly the same. If we do work in the cloud with Maximizer through the Maximizer Web Access portal, we have basically all the same functions available to us. So let's go ahead and open our Maximizer Web Access. I'm using Firefox, but Internet Explorer works just as well. Let's go and find the record we had before, which was Footloose. So by selecting Footloose in our Web Access portal, I'm seeing the same information that I was seeing in my desktop. Again, in my desktop I can drill down into item sales, or through my web portal I can drill down into sales items. We're looking at the same Maximizer data and we're looking at the same MYOB data, but this time it's through a portal instead of a desktop. Again, through my portal, if I look at invoices, I can drill down into an invoice to see the details of the actual invoice itself. For records in my web portal that don't have a MYOB link, I have the same options in terms of searching for a MYOB card to link it to, or adding a new MYOB record from my Maximizer web portal. Subscription for MaxToMYOB is $8 per user per month, and if you don't already have Maximizer, subscription is available for $49 per user per month. So thank you for watching this video. If you want to discuss MaxToMYOB in more detail, please contact your Maximizer business partner or email sales@crmcentral.biz.